Hey everyone, it's Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We're back playing some more Planet Coasters. So today we are actually getting to our first roller coaster here in the second half. This first half is going to be time-lapse. Second half is going to be live, or I guess not time-lapse. I got to figure out a better term for it. So essentially, because we're doing the nature preserve, I really wanted to just do these wood paths all the way through. And so essentially, we're just kind of like sending pathways out to the edge over here, because we're going to kind of do this whole witch area over to the side, and it's going to be kind of like you just enter the scary part of the forest, and that's really then where the witches live, and then we're going to kind of have a witch coaster over there. I don't know what the name is. So this first part of the episode is essentially just kind of filling in the forest over in this direction, in addition to actually building a couple of the witch houses. One of the witch houses obviously is part of the fairy tale theme that came with the base game, so I end up using that at some point, but I do build our own house here just because it's like, you know, I wanted more than one house. We'll probably end up adding a few more houses as well, but this is going to end up being a kiddie coaster. And my whole thought is, as I mentioned the last episode, I wanted to really keep this as kind of a nature preserve kind of aspect, and so because of that, you know, I want the coaster to be somewhat shorter, somewhat smaller, somewhat like in between the trees and stuff like that. And really, honestly, I just don't want it to be seen from far away. Like, I want you to almost have to walk up to be like, oh, hey, here's the ride. And so because of that, you know, I think a kid ride is going to fit really, really well here. We will at some point do more adult rides with, you know, some high drops and stuff like that. Most likely those will come when we get kind of more to the cliff area and stuff like that, as we, you know, actually have some easy drops, or we might just have to take them underground or something like that. Here, basically, we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do with this roof, just because it's like, I didn't really have anything that looked good. You know, the hatch roof kind of looked okay, but it was like nothing else really went with it. So it was kind of like just a lot of playing, and ultimately, I think we found a pretty decent roof, but I was just like, literally at this point, I was like, this looks so terrible, Brian. You are horrible at this game. What are you doing? And the funny thing is that usually is how Planet Coaster goes for me. It's like you spend about the first 5 minutes building an object, and you're like, what are you doing? This looks absolutely terrible. But as you add more and more to it, it's like, oh, okay, this actually looks pretty cool now. Good job, Brian. And I think that's honestly maybe the key or the secret to Planet Coaster is just, you know, add stuff until it looks good, you know? Just add extra environments, add extra stuff around it. And just really, really, really just take it over the top. I really like this wood door here because, once again, this is kind of a witch hut. So I don't really like the love on top of the windows. That looks a little kind of not really witchy. In addition to that, I like the planter boxes, but like there are no freaking dead plants. Like, can I get some dying flowers to put in the flower bins? You know, just little things like that would have been so helpful. And maybe I could actually find some stuff like that on the workshop, and I bet I probably could. You know, I don't know. And the workshop's weird because it's like you add things in the workshop and then like they just don't work after a while. So did I end up using those posts? Because I really liked those posts, by the way. I don't think I end up using those posts, which is kind of sad because those looked really cool. So we end up adding a little porch out here, and then it's like we kind of had to decide how we were going to actually do it. And then trying to pop between scenery and building, the two tabs down at the bottom, trying to figure out like what goes where, like what is where, is just always fun. I'm probably not going to add any of the animatronic witches just because, you know, they look kind of... I mean, they look kind of cartoony, which isn't a problem, but, you know, I kind of want a more realistic witch hut out here, so... Just kind of looking at some different items. And then here we're like, yo, I want this roof from the witch hut. But then I realized that you actually can't, it's not a piece. It's just literally part of the witch hut that they built. And I was like, dang it. Why would you make a roof like that and then not let us actually use the roof, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we're just straightening things up here. And once again, just trying to add some windows. Just once again, trying to just give a little bit more of a visual appeal here and make it look good. One of the things I really love is I love the angle snapping, and I don't know if the angle snapping was in Planet Zoo. I mean, it probably was, but I just didn't find it, so it was always kind of annoying. So instead of building a bunch of pillars, I decided to throw another tree here, and then I decided I want to rotate the thing just because it's like, it's kind of facing somewhat the wrong direction. I mean, I don't want it necessarily facing the path like people could walk up on it, but I did want it to be a little more easy to see and stuff like that. So we're almost to the end of it here. I think we end up adding adding in, oh yeah, add a little bit of dirt here just to kind of make it look like people actually walk that way, which I think is just a nice little thing. And then we end up adding the other witch hut here. And then from there, we're basically ready to go and about to pop into this episode live. All right, so we are in the game live, and yeah, we kind of have our nice little forest here. We got quite a few dead trees. Maybe we want to add a few more dead trees. I don't know. I mean, these trees are kind of creepy. I kind of almost wish we could, and we could if we really wanted, build like a giant, make this all in a big building so it's a little darker. But that's probably a little too much work. So I think my initial idea here is I kind of want the entrance maybe taking us this way, and then I kind of wanted the exit to end up hitting over there. So let's go ahead and end up doing, do we want our queue path? Yeah, probably not. Let's actually start with our ride. Whoopsie. And we're going to do coasters. And which coaster do we want? We wanted one of the kid ones, which was the junior Wendigo. Maybe. I mean, I wanted a junior one, so it's probably our best bet at this point. Which way do we want it? Also, I don't want the snap, please. Can I not have the snap? Let's see. Where do we want this? We want it like this more. Can we not have a snap? Is that possible? There we go. So how, where, and when do we want this? So the one issue with having all these trees and stuff like that is they start merging with the terrain, and we're having some issues with the terrain and stuff like that. But, you know, it is what it is. So I think something along this lines will be fine, and we can probably rearrange the trees and stuff like that. So it has been quite some time since I built this. Built the coaster here. Let's hope that I remember how to do everything here. So fraction pushes trains up an incline. They do not contribute to the final rating of the ride. Okay. Now, the big thing is, remember, we want to keep this somewhat low. I don't want this probably any higher than the trees. And so let's do like that, and let's do like that, and then I think this should be probably enough. And we're going to end up throwing trees all over this place, man. It's going to be freaking fun. So I don't want the fraction. I just want the standard track at this point. And we're going to do lots of, let's see, how do we bank again? So give me the bank. Let's go to a 30-degree bank with a nice little kind of curve. Shunk, zhunk. And I don't mind you dropping underground. I think that kind of has a nice little, let's do 15 into 0. And let's bring you back up. This might be a little too fast, a little too quick. Yeah, I don't know where actually, we're still tilted, aren't we? Yeah, we are still tilted. I think it's too much too fast. Yeah, I don't mind this. Let's go 15. Oh, I'm dumb. Now I know what I've been doing. We weren't changing. We were changing the angle. Yeah, there we go. And there you go. And then we want to come back up. Remember, this is kind of under a hill, which is kind of annoying. Huh. Let's curve you this way. Is this gonna have enough speed to do this? Maybe. We're gonna have to do some nice little... This feels like this is gonna be absolutely psychotic. Like, I feel like some kids are gonna throw up on this ride, for sure. Which, yeah. Kind of wanted you to go straight, buddy. Yeah, I kind of want you to go straight this way, but that tree's in the way, isn't it? You gotta stay tilted. Okay. Then let's go like this. I'm not sure if I like the fact that it always is trying to curve it. Yeah, there we go. 45 degrees. You know, and I think instead what we're going to do is kind of go back this way. And then drop you just a little bit. We could kill the angle snap so it's not quite so elaborate. That looks really funky. That looks really funky. Can we test it? We gotta unpause the game. Yeah, let's test it. Let's see if this actually even rides. My biggest concern right now is it's not going to get over this hill. Also, golly, that is janky. You can see how, like, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. This is also only a kid ride, Brian. This is the Junior Wendigo. For ages 50 and up. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's a long freaking train car. Hey, it made it. Actually, that's not so bad. It's nice and slow. Alright, let's probably stop the test. Let's probably stop the test. I forgot that it's actually going to crash. So, how do we want to do this then? Because we need a little more speed. Alright, let's do this. And then what I would like is I kind of, instead of tunneling, would rather you stay on the hill. So let's see. You had no speed, no speed. You're going to pick up some speed. You can come up like this. This is a kid ride. So just keep this in mind. And then this would force us to enter another tunnel. So let's do this instead. So you're going to go, this is going to be janky. This is definitely going to require some. Yeah, this is going to definitely require some. Do we want to actually take it through here? I mean, I love the idea of it actually going in between the trees. So something like this. Rotate it. Go in the trees. Something along the lines of this. We might want to give it a little bit more of a... We might want a little more speed initially. Yeah, we might want a little more speed initially. You got to go up a little higher. So, I like this, just kind of going around the witch's hut. Can we keep you in more? Let's do this. Let's move you just ever so slightly. Okay. Then we want edit track, which is R. We should be able to remember that. Then what are you doing? You're going like... You're doing some weird stuff. I don't think this is going to end up working. Like, this seems way too high for the record. Let's go, like, here. Let's curve you up. I don't know why it's trying to do that. And then let's, like, curve you, like, here. I like the idea, then, of dropping you again. Once again, I don't mind, like, you seeing the roller coaster when you're coming over here. I just don't want you to be able to see the coaster from, like, far away. Yeah, and I like this, so then let's straighten you out. We're gonna drop you again. Because I'm gonna have the final kind of thing go underneath you. So let's go up and curve ever so slightly. Let's go up, change the angle, curve ever so slightly. And then we're going to pop around here. Maybe like a little bit less. then like curve you around just a little bit, and then autocomplete. It seems like an absolutely terrible thing. Whatever, let's ride it. Let's see what it looks like, okay? So start test. We will go ahead and ride on the coaster, just because why not? Are there explosions happening because of my coaster, or is it because I'm testing it? I sure hope it's because I'm testing it. There are explosions, everyone. Hopefully my computer doesn't lag the crap out of this on this ride. Looks good so far. Trying to watch the preview window. Whee! Remember, this is a kid ride, so this is going to be like super over the top. I almost feel like a shorter car might be better. It's a little janky. It's not super bad. Problem is, like, this is a little too slow. 18 miles an hour seems a little on the slow side. Oh god, that is janky as heck. Ah! Yeah, we're gonna have to smooth out all that fun stuff. What's our speed? We're at 20. See, I think we want like 30 or 40. Alright, never mind. Yeah, we're gonna need like 30 or 40. Do they tell you what the ideal speed is on these things? For all ages. Cannot invert, fraction wheel lift. Advanced move, info. Both adults and children. I mean, I suppose it could be really fast if we wanted. So, we need to go ahead and hit R. And I think the biggest thing we want to do... Well, number one, I really want to fix this terrain because this looks absolutely terrible now. Let's go pull you up. No. Where was our... Let's just do flatten the foundation. There we go. Something like that will be fine. And then smooth it. I don't know what's happening right here. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening here. It's doing some janky stuff, guys. Whatever. Close enough. All right. R. So what I want to do is I want to go delete this. Something like that. Delete you, delete you, delete you. Let's keep going down. And we want the auto tunnel this time. And then what if we auto completed it here? Autocomplete fail. Probably because of the terrain. Yeah. Now the problem is we dropped it, but we're still going super high again. So that doesn't actually help us, does it? No, not really. So that means I have to just go higher. So let's do this. And let's just go max angle. Let's do one more. And then you go, that actually looks kind of fun. Yeah, that looks kind of fun. All right, so I need to smooth, banking, smooth all. Oh god, that still looks terrible. Smooth banking. I think this tree is actually screwing us up a little bit. Let's kill you. Let's move you over ever so slightly. Let's hit R. And yo. We're going to come over here. Let's smooth all. That looks a little bit better. We got a little bit of jankiness here. Ooh, a lot of jankiness there. Smooth it, smooth it, smooth it. I don't know why it's taking out the land just to smooth it all, but sure, whatever. All right, let's try this again. Yo, ride, pause. How do you go speed 3? What's the speed buttons again? Oh, okay, where's my camera? Where's my camera? Yo. Ah! All right, speed 1. Now let's see how this looks. All right, gives you a nice little view of the forest over here. And then you got this nice little wee, and I actually feel like I'm falling off right now, which is kind of cool, to be honest. Oof, it's kind of nice. Yeah, I can dig that. Come over here. That needs to be banked. We got some good speed here. That needs to be fixed. Come through here. We made it over this hill. That's good. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're never gonna make it up this hill. Momentum. Momentum, baby. No, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And then you go right through the trees, because why not? I mean, I'm not gonna say it's perfect. But I'm not gonna say that's terrible. Do we really have a 2.51 on excitement? Alright, it's terrible. The nausea is pretty good, though. Where was our jankiness? We had... So what do we need to do to make this a little more exciting? We need more speed. We don't have any speed boost or anything like that, right? Utilities, non-inverted. Yeah, I mean, we got the helixes. We can do trim brakes, but I don't really want a trim brake. Smooth all. Smooth all. I don't remember exactly where the jank was. Yeah, I don't really remember where the jankiness was. So we almost need more speed still. Do we have to do a second hill? I mean, we could, actually. So then let's go up. And then I want you to go straight. And we'll do that. Actually, speaking of which, shouldn't this all be smooth? Smooth height. So, and then you should have a little bit more momentum through there. Okay, okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Go O, O, not P. Speed 3. We've kind of done this part before. We'll let go. And now we have the test thing up, so this is going to be a little bit more helpful. So, excitement. This isn't really much excitement right now, because we're only going 5 miles an hour. The nausea is still really good, which is what we want to see. Excitement I saw going up to 5. And then the second train track. I think our G's for the most part, because the thing is, these curves aren't that bad, because they're nice and slow. And then we got the really slow. This is where we need a, like a witch popping out on you. This looks janky as heck. Woo! Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Excitement's up, though. We got the excitement this time, though. Woo! Tree. Yeah, that excitement should be closer to 6. I'm shooting for 6. If I can get a 6 excitement, I'm going to be happy on that. We still need more crap in the terrain and stuff like that, but that's a lot better, in my opinion. Where's our final? Give me my final. 3. That's still janky as heck. You know what it is? I think it's this thing. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if we start adding some more stuff here, if that'll actually help the coaster. Probably. So we should probably go ahead and start adding some stuff. I think I'm pretty happy. I mean, it's a pretty short ride. Is this one that you can really see through the forest? I mean, you can kind of see it through the forest, but it's not too terrible. So let's start by just adding a whole bunch of scenery and stuff like that, just kind of around. So what do we want? I think I want more oak trees, because oak trees, I think, just kind of, I don't want stars on the oak tree. Just kind of give us the best kind of like, hey, this is part of a forest kind of look. And we should grab the different oaks as well. Just because, once again, we're trying to make this look like it's in a forest. And so the best way to do that is add a whole freaking bunch of trees. This is the tiny one, right? Yeah, we'll do just the little tiny one there. The little one there. We're going to have to make like a whole witch hut over this. Actually, how do we want to do this? So, it's just peeking over the top of the forest, which I think is kind of nice. And we do want to add some more dead trees in too as well. But let's get a couple more trees around the outside. Maybe like one more in. And then like maybe a couple more over here. And then let's get some of the dead trees. And then these guys are really like the kind of key ones. Do we even do any of these? We should do like an explosion on the face. Yeah, something like that. Man, I really wish we could do dirt here. Because it's like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like the dead trees, maybe I just need to do some of the canopy on the ground. Maybe that will just look a little bit better. We're essentially just trying to like throw as many dead trees and stuff out here, just to, you know, trying to still make it look like it's a witch's area. And I think the best way to do that is more dead trees, he says to himself, hoping that it does make it look better. Alright, still throwing some more dead trees around. Trying to get as many as possible. Throw the big one over here. Throw the big one over there. Do something along those lines. We'll do like these, like they got cut. I think I'm fine with that. I mean, that's a lot of trees. This kind of definitely looks like a forest now. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, this looks like a forest now. What if this is more of an outdoor kind of ride? Meaning, instead of maybe this being indoor, you know, we just kind of put a canopy over it. And then it's just kind of like hanging out on the outside. Yeah. We still need to add the entrance and stuff like that as well. I definitely like our trees. I think our trees are looking good. The question is now scenery. We want nature, but we want something on the ground is really what we're looking for. So bushes. And this is where it sucks. I guess we do these. Yeah, we could do the Cresto bushes. They, you know. The problem is, I don't want them. Add to building, align to surface. Yeah, there we go. So now it's just always going to be on the surface. Yeah, alright, that works. We'll add just a little bit of flowers in on these guys, just cuz. But, you know, I think adding as many of these dead kind of bushes in is going to make this look probably the most realistic. Especially where there's like trees and stuff like that. Yeah, just really kind of throw it all around. So it's just like scary almost. Maybe a couple flowers, that's fine. But for the most part, we really just want this. What about forest bush? I mean, I don't mind the forest bush. I really don't. I don't mind some of that. But I think most of this still needs to just be the scary prickly bush. Like, I don't want to walk around there because that's gonna hurt if I walk on the ground. All right, so we do that, we do that, we do that. Okay, so then this stuff is all kind of filled in here pretty well. Probably add a few more in around here. I wish there was like a mass produce, please. That would be nice. Whoopsie. You know, I would really like to just have these finish without me having to like click it 6,000 freaking times. But, you know, whatever. So it's something like that. Just a lot of bushes. And then let's fill this in a little bit more. And just really fill this in here. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap this episode up here. I think next episode we're going to start with the same kind of aspect where we're just going to, the time-lapse. And then I think from there we're going to pop in and just kind of finish up the ride. And then build probably the entrance and stuff like that, because we really do want to get this ride going. Yeah, I actually really like how this looks now. Just getting a little crazy, which is kind of hilarious. But I think it fits. And then we just throw a few more dead ones there, a few more dead ones there, and then some dead ones in here. I think that's going to work out really well. Does that really add to the excitement? I mean, the thing is, no. I don't think any of this actually adds to the excitement yet. But we can do some more things to really make it look good. Also, too, this makes it look more like a forest floor. And in fact, I wouldn't mind just like a couple bushes in here. See, it's trying to align it to the thing. Just, you know, there should be some live stuff here. Yeah. All right, well, we'll be back next episode. If you enjoyed this one, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. I'll see you guys next episode. Later, everyone.